Yeah, Manisha. Okay. So we'll again. So the purpose of inflammation. Yeah, so the second thing is repair the damaged tissue. So after the threat is handled, the body sends nutrients, oxygen, and repair signals to rebuild that affected area. Like if you have a sprain on your ankle, so swelling occurs because the blood and immune cells rush into to begin the healing there only. Okay? And third is to restore the balance and homeostasis. So uh, once the healing is complete, the inflammation is supposed to switch off so that the body can return to the normal functioning. ठीक है अगर वो on ही रह जाएगी so then there is a problem. So inflammation is a survival mechanism, not a disease. It serves like a emergency. ठीक है after the accident or incident. ठीक है कोई भी हो सकता है फिजिकल हो सकता है इंटरनल हो सकता है and they are essential during the danger, but they are not meant to stay forever. So when they leave at right time, normal life resumes. When they don't, then it becomes a disruption and then it becomes a challenge for the body. Okay. सो इसको ऐसे समझ सकते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन द acute and a chronic inflammation. So as I said that inflammation is not always harmful. The type and duration determines whether it will harm or help the body. ठीक है, so let's see into a separate this thing. First of all, we can see this acute inflammation, which is a healthy and protective. ठीक है, as I said दैट अक्यूट इन्फ्लेमेशन जो होता है वो शॉर्ट टर्म होता है, लास्ट फॉर फ्यू आवर्स टू फ्यू डेज. ठीक है, एंड इट हैज अ विजिबल साइंस लाइक रेडनेस, स्वेलिंग, हीट, पेन, even fever also. So if you get a small cut, the area becomes red or slightly swollen, so that is not a damage, that is the immune system actively working, and it increases the blood flow and sends the like white blood cells and begins the repair. So once the injury is healed, the inflammation is switched off. So the acute inflammation is actually a sign of functional immune system. Okay, but and also in many situations it saves the life also by preventing the infection from spreading. तो वो locally वो उसको handle कर लिया. So there is no threat to the human body. But on the other hand, if the inflammation becomes chronic, it becomes problematic. So chronic inflammation is actually very different. Why? Because it stays for longer and low grade, often silent also. ठीक है, हमको पता ही नहीं होता हमारे अंदर low grade inflammation चल रहा है. There may not be any visible signs. ठीक है, there may not be any fever or but the immune system is slightly activated for months. बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो they keep on saying कि my ESR always come on a higher side or my HSCRP comes on a higher side. So what does that mean? ठीक है, so it usually happens due to ongoing triggers like a पुअर डाइट हो गया या क्रॉनिक स्ट्रेस हो गया या गट इम्बैलेंस हो गया, टॉक्सिन्स हो गए या ब्लड शुगर इंस्टेबिलिटी हो गया. ठीक है, सो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि समवन विल मे फील अ कांस्टेंट फटीग और ब्लोटिंग और ब्रेन फॉग और इवन जॉइंट पेन्स ऑल्सो और स्टिफनेस विदाउट एन ऑब्वियस इंजरी. ठीक है, even the knee problem also starts like this. So internally, chronic inflammation is slow, affecting the hormones. Sometimes it affects the insulin sensitivity. It dysregulates or it downregulates the thyroid hormone activity also. It may damage your gut lining and even the mitochondrial energy production. Okay, so body's energy currency is only ATP, and when you have lesser of mitochondrial factories in your body, you may have more of fatigue or brain fog or something like that. So the difference is just not the intensity, it's the resolution. Okay, so acute inflammation rises, fixes the issue and resolves. But on the other hand, chronic inflammation never fully switch off. ठीक है, and it start damaging the normal system. धीरे धीरे करके it start damaging. So again, acute inflammation, you can understand it like a fire extinguisher, as and when needed. And chronic inflammation is just like having a smoke constantly filling the room and slowly suffocating the function. Okay, so that's why the acute inflammation means the immune system is doing its job. But on the other hand, chronic inflammation means that the metabolism, hormone, and all these processes are suffering. So one protects the life and other quietly disrupts the life. ओके, सो व्हाट आर द कॉमन क्रॉनिक इन्फ्लेमेशन ट्रिगर्स? क्योंकि अगर इन्फ्लेमेशन है तो वो, और क्रॉनिक इन्फ्लेमेशन है तो उसका कुछ तो ट्रिगर होगा ना. सो व्हाट keeps the inflammation switch on for months and the years? So first thing is the gut dysfunction. ठीक है, तो gut, as we understood in the last class also, that is one of the largest immune organs. If the digestion is weak, the gut lining becomes irritated. ठीक है, लीकी गट के बारे में भी हमने पढ़ा था लास्ट टाइम. So partially digested food particles will enter the bloodstream and the immune system will treat them like a threats. ठीक है, so a frequent bloating or a constipation or a acidity or a food intolerance are often signs of gut driven inflammation. Maybe they are present. Second is the blood sugar spike. So repeatedly जब आपकी blood sugar is like, there are spikes in between, so over a period of time cell begins to resist the insulin. ठीक है, it's just like कि you are over exercising one cells. ठीक है, so this leads to a metabolic stress, activates the inflammatory pathways. So a person who consumes regular sugary drinks or bakery items or skip meals or they overeat, unknowingly they are creating a cycle on the daily basis. Third is the chronic stress. So stress is not only emotional. Small things like lack of sleep, over exercising, constant dieting, mental pressure, all counts as a stress. So chronic stress imbalances weaken immune regulation and keep the inflammatory chemicals circulating all the time. ठीक है, so that becomes a problem for the body. जैसे someone is working late night, or someone is skipping meals or relying on only caffeine to maintain, है ना? So the inflammation, even on a healthy diet, can come. Like we to eat everything healthy, but still the inflammation is there. So kahi na kahi, the factors are coming from the stresses of day-to-day life. Next is toxins and pollutants. So environmental toxins like the plastics, the pesticides, or the chemical cleaners, or the internal waste buildups add to the body's inflammatory load. So if somebody's liver parameters are messed up, or if somebody's detox pathways are overload, ठीक है, यूजुअली अगर मेटाबॉलिक डिसीजेस में भी आप देखो तो ऑन अ रेगुलर चेकअप, अगर ओटीपीटी बड़ा होता है तो यूजुअली, और फैटी लिवर होता है, सो कंडीशन बिकम्स लाइक अ फैटी लिवर एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. बट अगर ओटीपीटी बढ़ रहा है या आपके लिवर का जो पैरामीटर्स हैं वो मेस्ड अप आ रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो डिटॉक्स पाथवेज आर ओवरलोडेड एंड द इम्यून सिस्टम स्टेज एक्टिव. इस कंडीशन में भी द इम्यून सिस्टम stays active. Last is the nutrient deficiencies. So the body needs vitamins, minerals, amino acids for tissue repair and switch inflammation off also. Okay? But deficiencies in like normal nutrients जैसे कि zinc, magnesium, omega 3 or B vitamins will take the body to again inflammatory changes. ठीक है, so कभी भी जो inflammation है, because you need basic fuel for the repair also, and when you do not have the basic fuel, obviously that also will be the one factor which can cause the inflammatory triggers for longer times. So when these triggers persist together, like all these things, पुअर गट हेल्थ हो गया, अनस्टेबल शुगर हो गया, स्ट्रेस हो गया, टॉक्सिन हो गया, न्यूट्रिएंट गैप हो गया, तो द इम्यून सिस्टम नेवर फुली रिलैक्स. ठीक है, सो दैट्स व्हाई द मॉडर्न लाइफस्टाइल डिसीजेस लाइक डायबिटीज, थायराइड, पीसीओएस, or all the like cardiovascular problems have chronic uh, inflammation at their root cause. ठीक है, so but the goal is not just to control the symptom, but identifying and reducing the everyday triggers so that the body can switch off the alarm bell. ठीक है, जब चाहिए तभी on, otherwise off. So, what is the core connection between the inflammation and the metabolism? Okay, so metabolism is just not the calories you burn. Okay, so metabolism is body's energy repair and survival also. So, every heartbeat, every breath, every hormone signal, they all are a part of metabolism in action. Okay, so uh, metabolism is primarily a hormone driven. ठीक है, hormones like insulin, like cortisol, like your thyroid hormones or leptin hormones, they all decide how the energy is used, stored, and released. ठीक है, so uh, we can understand like two people, they eat the same calories, yet their hormone signals may produce completely different outcomes. ठीक है, so uh, and then the inflammation signals dangers is body's energy conversion. So basically when inflammation is present, the brain interprets this as a threat or a emergency. So जब भी emergency mode में body जाएगी, तो body will shift from the growth and burning to protection and conservation. ठीक है, वो अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट कर रही है उस मैकेनिज्म में. सो दिस इज सिमिलर टू योर फोन, like going the battery into battery saving mode when the battery is low. Functions slow down to preserve the power. ठीक है, third is the fat storage becomes protective. Now, how? So, in this state, fat is not just excessive weight. It becomes a protective energy reserve also. Okay? Or rather, it becomes a reservoir for your body. So, the body thinks that I need this fuel later. Okay? So, that's why it halts all the fat burning and all those things, no matter how deficit or how restricted a person is taking, because हमारा सिर्फ कोर कंसर्न इज द वेट लॉस एंड वेट गेन, बट जो बॉडी में हो रहा है वो हम कभी नहीं देखते बिकॉज हम कभी टेस्ट ही नहीं कराते. सो इन इलनेस और क्रॉनिक स्ट्रेस और डिक्रीज एपेटाइट, ठीक है, द बॉडी इज प्रायोरिटाइजिंग सर्वाइवल. ठीक है, सो द बॉडी इज इन ओनली फाइट एंड फ्लाइट मोड. ठीक है, सो व्हेन sorry. So when we see a slow metabolism, we shouldn't immediately assume that the laziness or the poor effort, okay, but the body is trying to protect itself from perceived danger like inflammation, like stress, like toxin. Okay, so our job is not to fight with the metabolism, but to remove the danger signals so that the body feels safe enough to increase the energy output again. ठीक है? Okay, so now we will go a little deeper from the organs to organs and hormones to cells. So because the true metabolism happens at cellular level. So inside the tiny structures is called like the mitochondria. Okay, so mitochondria are often called the powerhouse of the cells because they produce ATP, which is the body's usable energy currency. ठीक है, अगर हम बॉडी की एनर्जी करेंसी की बात करें तो वो सिर्फ एटीपी ही है. सो every movement, every thought, heartbeat, hormone, signals, they all are depend upon ATPs. ठीक है, so inflammation reduces the ATP production. So when there is a chronic inflammation present, the inflammatory chemicals, cytokines and all those things, they interfere with the mitochondrial function. ठीक है, जब बॉडी फाइट एंड फ्लाइट मोड में है तो वो एनर्जी प्रिपेयर थोड़ी करेगी. इट्स जस्ट लाइक if you have a theft at home, so you might not be cooking the food in the kitchen. You will all you will like come and you will assess that who is it and why is the person here and all those things. So this is just like same. So it is like a trying to run the factory without while the smoke is filling the room, so production slows down. ठीक है. Even somebody is eating enough food, the cells may not be converting that food efficiently into energy, so which will lead to brain fog or fatigue. So this is why the people with chronic inflammation often report like they have constant tiredness or poor concentration or memory lapses or brain fog. So they maybe they are sleeping like 7-8 hours a day, but still they are feeling exhausted क्योंकि वो exhaustion जाएगा ही नहीं because of the low energy. ठीक है. So which will slow the metabolic rate. So when the ATP production drops, the body automatically reduces the energy expenditure. Movement decreases, motivation drops, digestion slow down, fat burning reduces. So this is not conscious but biological conservation which is going inside the body. So the when someone says I have no energy, it is important not to label that it is a laziness or a lack of discipline. Very often, low energy can be a cellular issue too. ठीक है. ये नहीं है कि आपने जो भी चार्ट बनाया द पर्सन इज नॉट सॉरी is not following, but kahin na kahin the body is not in a state to completely उसके साथ align होने के लिए. ठीक है, so the focus becomes then very important to reduce the inflammation. ठीक है, and how we do it, we can do it by improving the nutrition status, sleep, stress, because जब तक मिटोकॉन्ड्रिया नहीं रिकवर होगा, एनर्जी मेटाबॉलिज्म कभी भी इंप्रूव नहीं हो सकता. Okay, so diet is not just the calories or food is rather taken in the body as a information. ठीक है, so every time जब भी आप खाना खाते हो, so it sends the chemical message to the body that influences the hormone, the immunity, the metabolism. ठीक है. So instead of thinking that is this food high or low in calories, what signal is this food sending to my body is much more important. ठीक है, so वहीं से आया what are pro-inflammatory signals. ठीक है, so these are foods that repeatedly activate the stress and immune pathways when consumed in excess. ठीक है, so what are those? Like refined sugars. तो ब्लड ग्लूकोज स्पाइक होगा, इंसुलिन पे लोड, पैंक्रियाज पे लोड जाएगा. So frequent spikes increases the insulin resistance and the inflammatory chemicals. Like a sugar drink or a dessert taking on daily basis can keep the immune system mildly activated. ठीक है. Ultra processed foods, so they contains like additives or preservatives or chemical flavors that can irritate the gut lining and alter the gut bacteria. ठीक है. Even if the calories are controlled, the inflammatory response may be still high if the person is consuming ultra processed food on daily basis. Then next is the industrial seed oils. So oils like repeatedly heated refined vegetable oils oxidize easily and producing inflammatory byproducts, especially the deep fried foods and all those things. Then comes as a personal food sensitivities. So not all the inflammation is universal. Like some people, every person will react differently to like dairy or gluten or soya or certain nuts. So then for them, even a healthy food can become a inflammatory trigger if the body perceives it as a threat. ठीक है. Then, how to combat all these pro-inflammatory signals is to take a anti-inflammatory signals. So these are the foods communicate safety, nourishment, and repair to the body. Okay, so they are like, minimally processed vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, clean proteins. So they all provide antioxidants जो कि इम्यूनिटी को काम करने में काफी हेल्प करता है. ठीक है. देन इज द एडिक्वेट प्रोटीन. सो प्रोटीन स्टेबलाइजेस ब्लड शुगर. ठीक है. इट टेक्स टाइम लॉन्गर टू डाइजेस्ट, ये हमको सबको पता है. सो सपोर्ट्स द मसल रिपेयर, प्रोवाइड amino acid needed for the detoxification and hormone production also. Uh, then is your healthy fats. So fat is the first form which heals the gut lining. So sources आपको सबको पता है, but then a good fat will help regulate the inflammation and support the cell membrane and hormone balance. ठीक है. तो उसका जो outer layer है of cell का, उसको वो बचा के रखेगा. Then is the fiber rich plants. So fiber, we all know that benefit the gut bacteria, improves the digestion, and help remove the metabolic waste. So all of these will reduce the inflammatory load from the body. So uh, next is the blood sugar and inflammation. So this is one of the most powerful drivers of inflammation. Even people who do not have diabetes, they also can experience a repeatedly glucose spike on everyday basis without realizing. उनको पता भी नहीं चलता कि ये हमारी बॉडी में कुछ ऐसा चल रहा है. ठीक है. So for this, I want you to read a concept called reactive hypoglycemia. Because next class is on diabetes and insulin. So before that, I want you to read about that reactive hypoglycemia. Okay? So repeated glucose spikes activate the immune response. Okay? So when we completely like consume refined carbohydrates or sugar, so the blood glucose rises very quickly. So the body treats this sharp rise as a form of internal stress. अब आपके पास अगर आपने खाना ज्यादा खा लिया तो भी तो you get a discomfort ना. So same is with the body, that if you get a sudden glucose rush, ठीक है, कार्ब रश आजकल बहुत कॉमन है. There is so much material going on with this. So the body treats these sharp rise as a internal stress, and this rises the inflammatory response in the body and also can lead to oxidative stress. Maybe it can be a mild alarm. ठीक है. People who have like impaired fasting glucose are the ones who actually come in this category, जिनका सिर्फ fasting glucose बड़ा होता है. ठीक है. So जब ये होता है, so when this happens multiple times, ठीक है, so the immune system never fully relax. वो कभी relax हो ही नहीं पाएगा क्योंकि that is just busy in doing the digestion again and again. ठीक है, which drives the insulin resistance. ठीक है. To control the rising glucose, the pancreas will release more insulin. So when this insulin is released too often, so the cells gradually stop responding to it efficiently, and this is called insulin resistance. A simple way you can understand, like अगर आपका बार बार somebody is pressing the doorbell, so at first you will go and promptly you can look for the person who is it, but when it becomes a regular affair, you will stop bothering it that somebody is, आपको कोई परेशान कर रहा है. So it's just like that. So then insulin resistance will promote the fat storage. So the body will go into a fat storage mode. ठीक है, तो इंसुलिन जॉब इज नॉट ओनली टू लोअर द ब्लड ग्लूकोज, बट इट इज ऑल्सो अ फैट स्टोरेज hormone. So frequent spikes will encourage the body to go into the fat storage mode rather than a burn mode. So this is why the stabilizing the blood sugar is most effective way of giving a body a anti-inflammatory strategies available. ठीक है, सो जो लास्ट स्लाइड में लाइक इट वाज लाइक बैलेंसिंग द प्रोटीन फाइबर हेल्दी फैट, so these all will help you to go on a anti-inflammatory therapy. Okay. Stress and inflammation, ठीक है, so stress is not a emotional pressure. ठीक है, stress means any disruption to internal balance. ठीक है, this can be like a lack of sleep, poor over exercising, or a strict dieting, or a poor nutrition, or a emotional tension or illness, or even dehydration also. So stress क्या करेगा? Stress will raise the cortisol. ठीक है? So when you feel stress, physical or emotional, the brain senses a danger and activates the HPA axis. ठीक है? So this is again your homework to read about this, how this HPA axis and CRH works. Then only you will get to know how this cortisol effect is coming. ठीक है, so these are the two things. One is your HPA excess, another is your reactive hypoglycemia. ठीक है, so when you will start reading like pathway wise ना, आपको मजा बहुत आएगा, क्योंकि you will get to understand the base or the root causes. ठीक है, so when the body experiences a stress, it releases a hormone called cortisol. Okay, so cortisol short term is protective, okay, because it is something which helps you to wake up, okay, to focus or to respond to emergencies. जैसे during driving you need a focus. Okay, so the cortisol actually helps to give you alertness and energy. Okay, but when the cortisol stays elevated for weeks and months, it becomes inflammatory. ठीक है, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ अब आप हर अब यू कैनॉट लाइक आप एक महीना तो जाग नहीं सकते ना, कभी तो सोओगे ना, सो कॉर्टिसोल कभी तो डाउन होगा तो कभी तो अप होगा. इट्स जस्ट लाइक दैट. तो एग्जॉशन इज ऑलवेज एट द हार्मोनल दिस थिंग, लेकिन हम रियलाइज ही नहीं करते उस चीज को. सो when the cortisol stays active, so instead of helping, it begins to disrupt multiple systems in the body. Okay, so there comes a stress loop. So the body keeps going, stress will release more cortisol, will go into more imbalance, and will go into more stress. Okay, so the chronic stress creates a cycle that is difficult to break if that is not addressed. So, what it will give to the body? So, a weaker gut barrier. So, high cortisol will reduce the digestive efficiency of the body because it is only maintaining the fight and flight. Sugar कोई वो balance करे जा रहा है. It will raise the blood glucose level. So, cortisol signals the liver to release glucose into the bloodstream for the quick energy. ठीक है, and if it happens repeatedly, the insulin resistance will develop. Third is the suppresses thyroid. So the body down regulates the thyroid activity rather than up-regulated activity, which is required for your day-to-day metabolism. Okay, so again, slowing the metabolism and sustains inflammation. So these all changes can keep the immune system mildly activated, creating a continuous low-grade inflammation. Okay, a real life example can be a person is eating a fewer calories or sleep like 5 hours, working stressful, or pushing a very hard workout. Okay, so despite of a good diet, fat loss will be stagnant because the body is receiving a constant danger signals. So until and unless you are not, fixing all these things, and nothing will be achieved by the body. Okay. Toxins and inflammatory loads. So another contributor here to down-regulate or slower the metabolism is the uh, toxic load. So when we hear this word like toxin, we all often think about the extreme toxins or external these things. But all these things count into toxins like your plastics, your pesticides, your pollution, and internal metabolic waste. Okay, so these compounds act like endocrine disruptors, will increase the inflammatory response or stress response in the body. Okay. Pesticides again from the fruits, from the vegetables or grain, they add to the body's detox burdens, and particularly if intake is frequent and the washing or outlet is inadequate. Pollution is like smoke or environmental pollution, chemicals that enters through breathing or even skin exposure can create a low grade oxidative stress. Next is the internal metabolic waste. So poor digestion, constipation, sluggish elimination can cause a internal waste to be reabsorbed into the bloodstream, increasing the inflammatory load within. So then is the liver connection. So the liver is a primary detox organ, and detoxification is an active and energy requiring process. ठीक है? So it और ऐसा नहीं है कि detoxification के लिए you will go on a detox diet. Body needs certain nutrients while doing the detoxification. So that nutrient support in terms of vitamins, minerals, will be required by the body. And in case the body doesn't have those and somebody is just doing a detox on a detox drinks, the detoxification will never going to happen. This is all crap. ठीक है, ये जो 2 दिन का डिटॉक्स 4 दिन का डिटॉक्स, दिस इज ऑल फेल्ड mechanisms. Rather, they will put the body again into the survival mode where everything will be stopped. ठीक है. So inflammation overloads the liver. So when the inflammation is high, the liver must handle both the immune chemicals and the environmental toxins simultaneously. Okay. So again, a person eats a healthy diet but frequently uses the plastic containers or live in a polluted area, maybe a factory or maybe something, experiencing constipation or have a poor sleep. So even without overeating, their detox burdens can stay uh, high enough to keep the inflammation active and metabolism sluggish. So this is why the toxic load can sometimes mimic the metabolic or hormonal diseases. So, symptoms like fatigue, brain fog, slow weight loss, or mild thyroid like issues may be partly stem from detox overloads. But when you support it with good hydration, with good protein, with good micronutrient, and a healthy elimination, so that will help reduce the burden and allowing the metabolism to function effectively. So why this weight loss stucks? So this question is like that weight loss resistance is not stubborn or is not a lack of discipline. It is often bodies entering into defense mode. Okay? So when the body senses the internal stress or danger, the priority becomes from burning to survival. Okay? And the core reasons are again the chronic inflammation, hormonal imbalance like insulin, cortisol, thyroid. Okay, the metabolic adaptation from the this thing, this though we have covered like chronic inflammation and metabolic imbalances. The third one is the metabolic adaptation from restriction. So this means that repeated crash dieting or extreme calorie restrictions, like you've seen people going on 1,000 calories, 800 calories, will shift the body into survival mode. ठीक है, तो एवरी टाइम यू डाउन रेगुलेट द कैलोरी इनटेक ऑफ द पर्सन, एवरी टाइम द बॉडी विल गो इनटू द कैलोरी अडेप्टेशन. उसको पता है कि अब मेरे पास इतना ही फ्यूल आने वाला है और मेरे को इसी में चलाना है. सो अगेन इट इज द बॉडीज saying that the fuel is scarce, conserve fuel. ठीक है. लास्ट इज द mitochondrial dysfunction. Again, if the factories it's just like a body's energy factories. So if they are weak, so body will not be able to make enough usable energy. ठीक है. और इस चक्कर में the body feels unsafe and the fat loss pauses. आप जितना मर्जी अच्छा डाइट ले लो, जितना मर्जी आप उसको कर लो, जब तक आप अपने इंटरनल इन्फ्लामेशंस को और हॉर्मोन्स को, सब चीज़ों को सेट नहीं करोगे, you will not be able to see any result in any form. Okay, so dieting often asks, like, instead of pushing harder, always key, we should know all these points, like why this inflammation is going on in my body, what is blocking the energy, what systems need support. Okay, so what is inflaming the body? Is it a poor gut health, or a repeated sugar spikes, or a food sensitivities, or a toxin, or a chronic stress? So the if the inflammation is present, the body will stay in defensive mode no matter how strict the diet is. What is blocking? So is the sleep poor? Are the nutrients deficiency present? So this all will lead to low energy, automatically will slow down the metabolism and fat burning. What systems need support? So is the liver overloaded? Is the thyroid underperforming? Is the digestion inefficient? So that's why we look at the body as a interconnected system and not the isolated system. Okay, it's just like similar to driving a car with the handbrake on. Okay, you are pushing harder the accelerator again and again, but the car is like, it is giving you jhatkas all the time. So this is how the body is also responding and reacting, but we don't understand because we don't look into all these concepts. So the functional healing sequence, okay, so the number one, correction matters only when we go step by step, not pick and choose types. Okay, so first is to calm the inflammation, because no system functions optimally on an inflamed state, not the hormone, not the digestion, not the metabolism. So the first priority always is to reduce the inflammation by giving a good quality food, quality sleep, reducing the stress, controlling the stress numbers, and then supporting the gut. Second is the stabilized blood sugar. Now, balancing with protein, fiber, healthy fat would automatically create a steady energy and reduces the hormonal stress. Third is to restore cell and energy, support gut and liver. So again, the nutrients. So the liver detoxifies hormones and chemicals. The gut absorbs the nutrients and regulates the immunity. So again, अगर कुछ भी इसमें से हमको ठीक करना है, तो सबसे पहले वी नीड टू इम्प्रूव द डाइजेशन, हाइड्रेशन, एलिमिनेशन, creates a cleaner internal environment. ठीक है. Then step 4 is the restore cellular energy. So once the inflammation is reduced, nutrients are absorbed, now the energy improves, the fatigue reduces, the body is more willing to increase its metabolic output. ठीक है. फिफ्थ इज द नॉर्मलाइज द हॉर्मोन्स. ठीक है. जब ये सारे ऊपर वाले स्टेप्स हो जाएंगे, देन ओनली द हॉर्मोन्स लाइक इंसुलिन, द cortisol, the thyroid and leptin will begin to stabilize, and at this point the fat burning becomes a biological easier way rather than a forced way. ठीक है? So ये जो सारा सीक्वेंस है, this will go step by step only, then only you will have a healing of the body, the true healing. ठीक है? So most important is that the fat gain is not a disease, it is a protective response to inflammation, to stress, or to toxin overload, or to hormonal imbalance. ये सारी चीजें जब हमारी ठीक होंगी, then only the healing allows the metabolism to remember how to work. ठीक है? उससे पहले तो वो सिर्फ फाइट एंड फ्लाइट में और इमरजेंसी डील में ही लगा हुआ है. So this was all for today. Next class will be on blood glucose regulation, and this is very, very connected with the today's topic, the inflammation. In case you've missed anything, so you can just share. I will share the recording. You can just go through. Okay. So I'll just stop share here. It's, I think, 3 minutes left. Any questions? Anything you want to ask? Are you okay with today's lecture?